With that, the judge's decision was final. After countless opportunities, the courtroom chose accountability over another chance. Do you think this was the right verdict, or should the defendant have been given one more opportunity? Let us know in the comments, and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns, because the next case might be even more shocking.
But from reviewing the court summary, it's not as though felony drug court, you mess up one time or you make a bad choice one time that they say, oh, we're not going to deal with you anymore. And I'm looking here at the sanctions that they gave you over there. And let me just tell you how many sanctions they gave you, which means this is how many chances they gave you. You understand? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. That's what you're coming to this court with. 36 times felony drug court was seeking to work with you.
So if she was given JSAT, they just have concerns in regards to that. Now, if she was continued, then that would be something different, but they are not in agreement with anything JSAT.
All right, so what is the issue with the child?
From my understanding, there is a CPS open case for neglect and possible abuse. Not on me, on the father.
Okay.
There's an open case.
And state you're asking for revocation?
Correct, Your Honor.
So we are not opposed to revocation, but we are not with JSAT.
Okay.
Judge, if
I mean,
may.
what I can tell you, I wasn't going to give her judgment satisfied. I just, let me just tell you what my thought processes were.
Yes.
My thought process in reading everything was I saw that there's a child involved, right? This case involves a child and it's abandoned with intent to return. So I understand, and I understand that that child, they're telling the report is special needs.
Yes.
But she's making horrible choices.
At the same time, Judge, if she goes to DDRF, it doesn't kick the can down the road.
Your special needs child has saved you. And you are not saving your special needs child. What we're trying to discover is whether or not she should be revoked or whether or not I should send her to DDRF. What has transpired is there's been a mention of a child with special needs because I was inclined to sentence her to the Bexar County Jail under 1244 to 1 year. Can you tell us how she was doing? What have been the issues with her in the drug court? And what would be your recommendation for her?
Judge, Victoria was on my caseload the entire time that she was in felony drug court. As you saw in the court summary, we did work with her extensively. Every time there was a violation, we used progressive sanctions. We did have DDRF in abeyance, back on 9/20/2023. Instead of that, we went ahead and gave her the chance to do Alpha Home, which she did complete. However, she went right back to her old criminal thinking, people, places, the basics that we teach in felony drug court. We were working with her, and we happened to do a phone search only because there was another phone search done on another participant, kind of intertwined the two. And that is the only reason why we found out is like it fell into our lap. It wasn't something that we were looking for. And we had concerns, again, because of her special needs child. We do have another case against her in CPS. So the CPS case, there is one pending for her, the father of her child, and we do also have one for herself.
All right. Do you know, with regards to the case for herself, what is that about?
Because of what was found on her phone.
Ah. So what was found on her phone has absolutely nothing to do with the child's biological father?
It's actually both of them are involved. But again, he was the only one that the case had, the first CPS case is only on him. So when we found the information that included both of them, a CPS case was filed against her as well.
So what was on her phone? Did it have to do with, I don't want to get into too much, but what was on her phone? Did it have to do with her as it relates to her and her child?
Yes, concerning for her to be around her child, absolutely.
Okay.
And then considering her case that she's on as well. So with that being said, we have seen often that we work with the individuals and there wasn't really enough progress and we don't feel comfortable with, one, probation doesn't like to recommend revocation. But we have seen in drug court that a lot of our participants are getting credit for time served. So we didn't want her to just, get a JSAT and be done, because then there's no problems that are fixed. And then we have the concern for the son, because she will be able to go back and just be around him. That was what she was trying to do while she was on my caseload. So that is very concerning. If I could recommend revocation without the JSAT, I would. And I would like to. That's what I would like for to happen.
All right. Do you have any questions?
I do, Judge.
All right.
Officer Garcia,
Yes, sir.
throughout her time throughout felony drug court, she tested negative on multiple occasions, correct?
She did. However, she also tested positive.
How long ago was that?
Let me check. Drug test. Well, she did have a no-show, so to us, that was April the 17th. That is considered a positive in felony drug court. Let's see, her last positive would have been September of last year.
2023?
Yes. And again, she did go to treatment during that time frame before we just got her back reporting in person.
That's all I have for you. Thank you.
All right. And Officer Garcia, you all are not willing to accept her back. Is that correct?
No, Judge. We worked so much with Miss Victoria, and it just seems like we hit a wall at this point.
All right. Thank you so much for zooming in on such short notice. I appreciate it.
Yes, Judge. You have a good rest of your afternoon.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Are you still insisting that what was in your phone was not related to you?
I wasn't aware the second time around that a CPS case was put on me. I've been in jails.
No. My question is, are you still saying that what was on your phone regarding your child is unrelated to you?
No.
Okay.
Judge, in lieu of that, we're asking for the minimum time in law. Apparently she has 158 days in custody over the past 34 years. And I would argue that, she has done several things right. She's also done several things wrong, but there was several things she did participate in the felony drug program and did a lot of good things. So we want the court to reflect on that.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. Court is going to revoke you. Let me see. Where is the trial court certification?
Handed it to the court.
I do have it here. The court is going to revoke you. The court is going to find you guilty. The court will give you credit for any time served. The court will give you credit if you successfully completed inpatient treatment, because I see there was some inpatient treatment maybe through Alpha Homes. If you successfully completed that, the court will give you credit for that. and the court is going to sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, I'll recommend the therapeutic community. You're going to have to get your life in order. If you don't, your life is going to continue to spiral out of control. Felony Drug Court is a good program. They work with you for 2 years trying to help you, and you still just want to do whatever you've been doing, which is not good for your son. I always tell people, you're an adult. Your son is not an adult. Your son is 100% dependent upon you, and you're just doing foolish things. Good luck to you. I see the other allegations, which it appears you were placed on probation in February. And since February, the only thing you did was pick up a new offense. So why shouldn't I send you to prison?
That unlawful restraint was just a big misunderstanding. I did not really do anything but lock the door. That's all that happened. I just didn't want I didn't want to talk to the cops or nothing. And my girlfriend had climbed into the window and unlocked the door for the cops. And all I did was try locking it so that I knew that was my first day on probation. I didn't want to.
Here's the thing. That unlawful restraint case is not accusing you of unlawfully restraining yourself. Am I right about that?
Yes, Judge.
So let's stop with this. I didn't want to talk to the police, and you're trying to make it sound like you locked yourself in because you didn't want to talk to anybody. The complainant listed in the unlawful restraint is not yourself. So again, why shouldn't I just send you to prison? Because I know for a fact, because you're young, I know I told you that everything that you do, you need to ask yourself a simple question. Is this something that could potentially result in me going to prison for life? And I know I told you, because you're young, I know I told you that if it's something where you're like, I don't know, maybe, then you shouldn't do it. If the answer to that question is definitely yes, then you shouldn't do it. So instead of you following my conditions that I set for you in February, you're back here in April and you never did anything. You did nothing. And now you come to me, and I'm assuming everybody's asking for mercy. You're asking for mercy for the court. Why should I give it to you?
Well, Your Honor, I've really not been I have such a big heart, and I just want to prove to my family that I'm not a bad person, and I also want to prove to you.
So let me stop you right there. Let's assume that you don't have a family. Let's assume you are in this world all by yourself. Why should I be showing you mercy when you didn't follow any of my conditions? Because what you're telling me is, don't send me to prison because I want to prove something to my family. That ship has sailed. Don't come to me saying, I want to be out because I have a child. That ship has sailed. If you're here by yourself, which you are, why should I not just send you to prison and move on to the next case?
She's one, going to be 2 in June.
So you got a 1-year-old about to be 2, and she didn't ask for it, but now she has a father who has an aggravated case and who is looking at going to prison for life. And then I guess she can be in front of me saying, well, you know, I never had a father. He went to prison. There's this vicious cycle that's going on here in Bexar County where everybody comes before me. And you know what they say? Oh, I only went to 9th grade. Oh, my father's in prison. Oh, my mom's in prison. My grandmother raised me. At some point, that's going to have to stop. All right, I'm going to deny the motion. There's going to be no contact with Felicity Garcia. I'm going to want parenting classes. I probably already ordered that if he told me he had a child before. Yes, I did. All right. And there's to be no visitation, because I don't know why people bring their children to facilities like the Bexar County Jail and prison. So you are not to have your daughter visiting you at those facilities. Her immune system is not even built up. And the last thing she needs to do is see her father in custody, because then people think that's the way to go. You understand?
Your Honor, may I confirm the disposition of the fine?
The state is taking that in consideration. All right. Is there anything else you need from me to be successful? Is there anything you need from the court?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else? I'm going to tell you this for the last time. Every decision that you make from here on out, you need to ask yourself before you follow through with that decision, is this something that could result in me potentially going to prison for life? This is an aggravated case. So if you get sentenced to 20 years, you have to do 10 years flat. That's day for day before you're eligible for parole. And even then, there's no assurance that you will get it. And if you end up getting sentenced on this case, more likely than not, your child will have gone through her quinceañera and everything else before you're released. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. And what is up with this Marbach haircut business? What's up with that? Is that something that people are just doing? Do you know about that?
I'm not sure. I've had it for as long as I can remember.
Okay. All right, and you're going to have to start getting a job, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
You just got a daughter to support. Good luck to you. Don't disappoint me.
One courtroom, one life-changing verdict, and a decision that won't stop people from debating. If you're fascinated by real court cases and want to see more powerful courtroom moments, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and turn on the bell icon. We'll be back with another unbelievable courtroom story very soon.